What up, y'all? Dash Kings with TG. And today we're going to talk about what do you think these, well, I'm asking the question and I'll let y'all answer in the comments, but when your truck messes up, right? And you know, you're not working or whatnot because your truck is done. Should these mega carriers pay for your inconvenience? Should they give you a base salary? You know, I had a situation where y'all seen my truck had broke down. It didn't get fixed in a timely fashion, and I wound up not really getting paid for that week. I did get one run in, luckily, but I wound up not getting paid for that week. So, should mega carriers pay for when your truck breaks down? See y'all in a minute.
Riding around with yeah. Gotta grind hard, gotta stack it, yeah. Grind hard, gotta get it, yeah. Grind hard, gotta stack it, every day. Grind hard, gotta get it, No beast, no dog. I'm just really a new breed on you, dog. It hurts to say that people keep no loyalty. Work your way, real one show that loyalty. Cause I still ride with them. When I go see them, I just hit 5 with them. 20 years in, you can't get tied to it. Boys to the men, and we get tied to it, hey.
What up, y'all? So, like I was saying at the beginning, man, should your company or mega carriers pay for when your truck breaks down and it's not fixed in a timely fashion? Let's say your truck broke down on a Wednesday and you get paid from Tuesday to Tuesday. Or let's say from Wednesday to Tuesday that following week is your pay period time, right? So let's say your truck broke down on a Wednesday. Or let's say your truck broke down on Friday and you didn't get back to work until after that following Tuesday. Should your company pay for that happening? Like, or pay for your inconvenience? Me, I say yes. And here's why. Because especially if you had nothing to do with whatever the mechanical failure that was with the truck, you done your pre-trips, you know, everything was right, and just something randomly happened. Like for example, right? For example, like with my truck, I did my pre-trips, everything, so it was really nothing with that. It was more the fueling system, the DEF tank bust. It bust on me. So that had nothing to do with me or anything, especially regarding my pre-trip. You know, my pre-trip is all engine and all that. You know, I check the front, my belts and all of that type of stuff. You know, whatever you do for your pre-trip, obviously you walk around your trailer and stuff like that too. So everything went right. You know what I'm saying? And that night when I went to sleep, you know, that happened. So that following week, I only got paid for one load. Now, mind you, I was finna go turn my trailer in and pick up the next load so I can get paid for that load. I had like 2 more runs I was gonna do that week. You know what I'm saying? And when that happened, you know, obviously I got told. They took it to the international shop, and it wound up being, you know, it was so many other trucks there, they couldn't get the mines that day even. So, you know, they couldn't get to it that day, and it wound up being a major issue to where my drive shaft and my fucking DEF tank, you know, was done. So they had to redo all of that. Now, mind you, they was trying to call to see if I can get another tractor, another truck to, you know, get to, in the time being. And where my DC is, it isn't in the main DC. So they don't have no trucks on my yard. Actually, where I'm at, we just a faction of that company. Like, so obviously I work for Dollar General under the Warner account. Under Warner, and we're at a Dollar General DC, so they don't have none of our personal trucks there. You know what I'm saying? So, like, with that being said, they didn't have a spare truck for me. Is that my fault? It's not. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, they didn't want to pay for me to get a rental to go all the way to Atlanta to pick up a truck when my truck was supposed to be getting done within 2 days. So that happened. So they were like, all right, well, just stand by. You know, we're gonna see what we're gonna do. So I stood by, and I got a call the next day. Oh man, well, that we gonna cancel that, you know, because we don't have any space to even house that extra truck. Once your truck gets finished, you know, you'll be back in your truck, and then we'll have that extra truck there. And so it was a lot of fucking jibber jabber, you know what I'm saying, for lack of better terms. And all it did at the end of the day was hurt me. It hurt me more than it hurt the company, because you can do them dollar store. You could have just pushed whatever my loads that I was finna get, you could have just pushed that on another driver. You know what I'm saying? Like, honestly, long story short, I didn't get paid for those other runs that I was supposed to do, and I didn't get paid any compensation for missing out on those runs. And I feel like that should change. You know, here's why. Because I had nothing to do with the truck having a mechanical failure, and on top of that, I was on the way to getting my next load to do, and that happened. So I feel like it should be a base salary. Consider it like how salesmen or waiters, waitress, they get base salaries. Now, they make majority of their money off of tips, but they do get a base salary just in case they don't get any tips. It should be the same for truckers. Just in case if my truck breaks down and I can't run, I should have a base minimum salary of Now you can come up with the figures as to how much that base salary should be. You know what I'm saying? Now, obviously, if it's an hourly wage, you know, condensed into a base salary, you have to come with that figure. So let's say a base salary of $30 an hour, right? Let's say $30 an hour. I'm doing the math right now. So 30 an hour. So 30 times 40 would be $1,200. Now, I don't think they're gonna pay you that much, right? So let's make it lower. I'm gonna say $20. $20 an hour. Man, I hate when my truck be cutting off. That's $800. Now, mind you, I would have made way more than that doing them loads. You know what I'm saying? And you know, missing out on them loads, sorry y'all, missing out on them loads really kind of hurt me, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like we should be compensated for inconvenience. My inconvenience had nothing to do with me necessarily. Yeah, it was my truck, but my truck broke down on some other shit. Not because I ran into something, or, you know what I'm saying, I did something wrong, or it was at no fault for me. So below, I want y'all to comment what y'all think. Should we get compensated for a mechanical failure with your truck? You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, you can't do your run, you're gonna miss out a few days because, or you're gonna miss out a week or so because your truck had a mechanical failure. Should we get compensated for that? Because honestly, if I didn't do a load, I'd have been fucked. I would have had absolutely no money that week. And I don't think that's fair. I don't think that's fair at all, man. You know what I'm saying? I would have had absolutely no ends. You know what I'm saying? I would have been fucked. And I think in this industry, like, you're so dependent on having to run to make the money when something randomly happens like, you know, like that, it can really mess you up. And I don't think that's fair for the drivers. So y'all comment below, tell me what you think. You know, I think that's something that can be worked on in this industry, and it should be. You know, give us drivers a little more. We already don't have a union like that, unless you work in some factions, but we already don't have a union. So like, we out here actually just assed out, just dolo, and I don't think that's right. So y'all tell me below, tell me if y'all had situations like that happen to me, or to you, excuse me. Y'all tell me below, comment below, tell me what you think should happen with that, man. Anyway, I appreciate y'all for liking, watching, commenting, and subscribing. Continue doing so, liking, commenting, watching, and subscribing. And follow me on my Instagram at _kings, that is with a Z. And again, man, put your seatbelts on and get ready for this ride. I'll see you guys next time.
How many ride with no kin? When we was kids, you should share a nigga rib. And when things got crazy, a nigga spin the bin. And if things get crazy, a nigga split the wig. Yeah. I'm just grind, dog, I don't need no haters on. If it's not about the bitch, it means you just talking on. Riding around with yeah. Gotta grind hard, gotta stack it,